at this after-school program I work at, we're all gonna go on like this Oktoberfest fucking booze cruise. It's like a day cruise, driving up to like this fucking mountain in New York, and you walk a couple hours in like the fucking park. They got a zoo and shit, and it's like, oh yeah, cool nature
That sounds
walk.
fun.
We're all hanging out. Yeah, sounds cool. So I'm sitting there and just thinking like, whatever, I'll be social because I'm generally terrible at it. So I'm like forcing myself to get out of the house.
Right.
Then
Mm.
the coworker that bought the acid off my brother's like, "Yo, do you want some?" Well, actually, before that, my boss, who's like a fucking
Wait, you're at an employee retreat in the mountains.
yeah, basically, yes.
And this is your first
So
time with
my
a
boss-
psychedelic or any drug of any kind, really.
Oh
Aside
yeah,
from the
I
one
was
time you
basically
smoked
like
dope.
straight edge
Oh
in
my
fucking
God.
my whole life, and I don't mean that like I
How
don't like
much
saying that 'cause
acid?
it's like
One tab?
I think it was just one tab, but I don't know like how
Still,
much was fucking
one tab?
like, the dosage of it.
Around your
Well, and
boss?
also- so,
at
alright.
that type of shit?
So
Oh my God.
well, so
Hey,
my
sir, I got
boss
a
is
great
fucking
idea.
drug
I
addict.
got a great idea. You're gonna love this, sir. Oh my God.
My boss is a fucking mess, though. She got like fucking hooked on whippets, and that was a whole fucking thing. Anyway,
Oh, Jesus.
so, my boss offers me edibles. Like, you want some gummies? I was like, yeah, fuck it. When in Rome, why not? So I take a couple, feeling a little loosey goosey.
God.
Things are feeling cool. And my other coworker, it was like the one that bought the acid off my brother, was like, hey. You
So
wanna
the
take some
vibe of the
this?
place is kind of like it's all right to party a little bit and cut loose and do some different shit.
Well, I mean, it's like open to the public, so there's a fuck ton of people on this boat with us. It's like a huge fucking like cruise liner, and there's got to be a couple hundred people on this thing.
So I'm just
Oh.
trying to get a sense of your state of mind. You're pretty fucking just down to do whatever and have a good time. Okay.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
good
me,
state
I'm
of
like,
mind
yeah,
to be
whatever.
in. That's a good state of mind to be in.
Yeah, totally. So then I take the acid, or they broke it up into half tabs, and then it was like maybe 30
Okay.
minutes in, and I'm like, we don't feel anything, so we take another half tab. So it's
Okay.
like I'm up to 1 tab total plus whatever the fucking dosage and the couple of gummies that I took of THC.
Ooh, see, I don't know.
Yeah.
That edible
So-
thing.
I mean, all right, so fucking, so it's also, as I mentioned, a booze cruise. So it's like you pay $20 for their souvenir cup and you get $20
Unlimited
unlimited,
or whatever.
unlimited
Oh,
fucking
God.
beer. I don't drink. I don't really like beer or anything, so I'm not doing it. But my boss is getting fucking sloppy, kid. Like
Your
you
boss?
wouldn't believe.
Your boss is getting
my
drunk.
boss, dude.
That's
My
terrible.
boss is getting fucking
No.
sloshed, dude.
Oh my God.
So, all right.
They don't know.
So-
They don't know.
So we get off the boat, right? It's a fucking beautiful scenic mountain. My boss is having a fucking anxiety attack halfway up the
course.
mountain
Oh my
before
God.
we
Of
even
course.
get to like before we get there. She's like making a whole scene. It's like whatever. Now we get to this is when the acid really fucking hit me. We're like maybe off the boat for an hour. We're in the cafeteria about to buy some food. My boss is just wasted at this point, trying to pick fights with people in the fucking
Oh my God.
in the fucking cafeteria. So I'm there like not knowing what is going on. Like I can't see straight, I can't hear straight, and I just hear my fucking boss like slipping out of reality like, who does this bitch think she is?
Oh
Does
my
she know
Holy fuck.
who I am? I'm from
That's
the
your
fucking
trip
Bronx.
sitter? That's your fucking. Oh no.
I'm from
Holy
the fucking Bronx and I will fight this bitch. And
Oh no.
so me and my coworker, I mean like
Ugh.
there's like 10 fucking coworkers
know
here
this woman.
altogether. So we're all like just confused. I thought she was trying to fight my coworker. It was a whole mess of a situation. I can't even navigate my fucking limbs like to make my hand open to like give the cashier the money for the food I ordered was just not happening. So
Yeah.
like all that shit was going to shit. And like I was legit like almost freaking out. Turns out I was just hungry because I hadn't had fucking breakfast.
So you keep finding yourself in a moment forgetting how you got there. Like, what was I just doing? What was I just
Yeah.
doing? What was I just doing?
Yeah.
Like, constantly feeling
Like I didn't
that.
realize how I made it to the front of the fucking
Yeah.
line. Like yeah, that happened over and over again. But I was like really starting to freak out, or almost. I was like on the verge of freaking out. But then once I ate
Okay.
something, I was like good, because like I said, I hadn't fucking eaten anything all day. But yeah, shit was getting crazy. I mean, there was like a bunch of mundane shit that happened after that. fucking. We went to the zoo.
Do you have somebody you
and
were
I, like,
hanging with
don't
that was
remember.
on acid with you, or was it just you that took it by yourself?
Yeah, there were 3 coworkers that me and 2 other people. We all took acid.
Okay. How was that experience
But
being
then there were
together?
also.
Like knowing that you were all on
Well,
together. Was there something extra about that that was special about that?
yeah, there was. Like, it wasn't because like initially we were all kind of on our own, but we convened at one point because like. I mean, there's like a whole fucking thing. Like the coworkers that I have, they're all like long-time friends for like decades. They've known each other, and I'm like kind of like a third wheel in that group. But so like, whatever, we go through the zoo, bunch of crazy shit. My boss is still freaking out the whole fucking time.
You're
Now,
just like, can I feed this bitch to the
Gonna fight
lions?
the bears and shit. Dude.
wait, what was that?
Fucking bear, piece of shit bear. Fuck that bear. Bear, you want a piece of me? Fuck you.
Is this bear?
Take it
know
off
that
her
I'm
heel.
There were
wrong?
bears.
Taking off her heel,
There were
climbing
bears.
into the polar bear exhibit.
But like, I don't know. I mean, there was just like dumb shit happening. Like my coworker who was not on acid, we were like just walking through the zoo, couldn't find any fucking animals, and I don't know how I'm getting around. I just know I'm getting around. But I just hear my coworker go, "Ain't this about a bitch? This a motherfucking tree zoo. Ain't no goddamn animals in here." And then eventually we find the bears, so we're like all good about it. But we thought it was a motherfucking tree zoo. But so we get back to the boat, and then that's when shit like starts to get fucked. Cause my boss, I don't know why, my dumbass fucking coworkers keep letting this bitch
Drink more.
so she's still getting fucking sloppy. Like at one point, like I'm talking like falling over herself, dropping shit, spilling shit. At one point, she's like about to take a fucking glug, so I just snatch her fucking beer from her. And then I didn't want to like make a scene, so I was like, I want some. So I just started
So
fucking
you
drinking
start
this
drinking
bitch's
it.
beer. Yeah, because I can't fucking stand to see this shit. But so like I'm freaking out. I'm
He
like,
jumped on the beer grenade.
also a fucking yes, I did. Cause nobody fucking else would. They were just letting this bitch get fucking disgusting and embarrassing to be around.
Oh God.
And so like, so like I said, like they've all known each other forever. My boss's parents are on this cruise with us. So like, it's her whole fucking family. Her 2 brothers work with us. Her sister came. Her parents are both on this cruise with us.
Oh,
It was fucking. So she's getting like this in front
This
of
is all your
like
boss's
literally
family?
everybody that's close to her.
Really?
Yeah.
What
And
kind
the
of
people she
organization
works
is
with.
this?
Her entire family.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is the industry of this organization? I'm curious.
An
I'm
after school
so
program.
curious.
We are
What?
shaping the future generation of tomorrow. Work with elementary through middle school, dude.
That makes it
fucked!
1,000 times better.
We're fucked!
But so like a side note as to the shit that's happening, like going up there, it was fucking blazing hot. Like I mean the boat was disgustingly sweaty, it was gross, people were fucking dripping. I'm riding back, I can't even fucking feel temperature. My body is fucking numb. It just feels like I'm nutting out of every orifice of my body, just dripping splooge out of my fucking fingertips and toes. I'm like, it's like, yeah, I'm walking around in fucking
Delicious.
puddles of nut all day. It was fucking beautiful.
Oh good.
So I got that feeling going on. It's like I'm living 1,000 fucking moments every second. Like I could just hyper aware of everything that's happening around me. I can feel other people's emotions when I look at their face. It's like I know exactly what the fuck you're thinking. I know why you're thinking it. Like it was this crazy fucking thing. So the fucking the highlight of this fucking thing is we're getting off the boat, drunk ass boss. Her boyfriend is like the other director.
She's not
of the
being
program.
dragged off of this thing by now by a fucking medivac? Or a fucking being hauled over a fucking stretcher? in
No,
the chopper?
she thankfully didn't really cause a scene until the very fucking end.
Oh, of course, she saves it.
because-
She saves it for the end.
Yeah, because she starts screaming at her boyfriend, who's like fed up with shit, and then she like basically tells him to go. So then he walks away. He's like, "No, come back!" And then just like whatever. Then this fucking bystander, like she's there fucking crying, moping, all this other bullshit. This fucking bystander just decides to like, I guess what she thinks is a moment of like feminine solidarity. She screams out That's right, bitch. You cry if you need to. So then that sets the whole shit off, dude. My boss goes, "What the fuck did you just call me?"
Oh,
And she
no.
starts barreling down the pier, trying to fucking chase this bitch down. So
So
then,
she's
like,
high on acid too?
no, my boss is just wasted drunk and took some
Okay,
edibles.
she's just-
No
yeah.
acid.
Right.
So we fucking
In the raw.
so her sister is super hood, right? Like just a super hood fucking butch dyke lesbian.
Oof.
Like,
Sounds like
I mean,
that's
I don't
tight.
know how much like I don't know how much the culture translates to other state, but like a typical New York butch Puerto Rican lesbian. Like backwards cap,
Jesus.
like a dude looking jacket, like all that shit. But anyway,
Okay.
so she starts chasing the other fucking girl too. She's like, "Yo, why you gotta call her a bitch though?" And just starts fucking barreling down at her. So this shit's about to break off. Now security gets involved. One of them is like filming this shit on his phone, like talking world star shit, trying to get a fucking fight on camera. He's the security guard that works at this place. My fucking one of the girls that's tripping on acid with me sees that shit, gets like tight, so she fucking knocks this dude's tray of food over, and then he starts screaming, "Yo, she hit me! This bitch hit me!" And now the security guards are freaking out. Now one of the security guards is talking to my boss's dad, and they're in the middle of it arguing.
Oh my god.
Actually, so
How the
So
fuck
now
are you not
there's-
losing your mind through all this shit, man?
dude, I don't know. I'm just like sitting there taking
Yeah,
it
no
all in.
shit.
So
This is literally
So now-
insanity unraveling before you. In the middle of a fucking psychedelic
now-
experience. Your first...
yeah, dude, it was fucking great.
Yeah, your
So-
first time
so-
too, Jesus.
Yeah, dude. So all right, so we got fucking multiple fights. We got multiple fights happening. We got the dad and a security guard. We got the sister and a security guard with another brother in between them. Then all of a sudden, the sister lunges, punches the security guard in the face. The security guard flips
What?
out, punches her brother in the face. Shit is popping off. People are screaming. We're all going crazy. I see my friend that's tripping on acid like run out. I'm like, oh, this bitch is gonna get lost. So I fucking go chasing after her, and then I find her, settle her down, fucking deal with that shit. Then the fucking security guards, they're like, now it's like a couple minutes have passed. Everybody had got to their cars. We're trying to like peel out of the fucking driveway. I'm not in a car. I'm wandering the fucking streets of the city at this point. I'm just standing outside. But I see my coworker's family in their fucking cars. Security is like standing in front of them, filming them, trying to get the license plate and all that shit. And then they just like maneuver and fucking peel out the driveway and get the fuck out of there, leaving me, the other girl that was tripping on acid, and one of our other coworkers behind, just fucking sitting there.
Unbelievable. This is who's teaching the children to read.
Yeah, dude. So
That sounds
I mean,
awful,
like
dude.
the night continued on after that. She was a fucking mess for the rest of the night. Me and the two girls that I were with, we just wandered through the city, sharing fucking experiences, talking about shit. Fucking went into a couple of sex shops. That shit was creepy as hell because they don't. I mean, with this one place had legitimately had like bestiality porn just on the shelf,
Ugh.
on display for sale. Like,
Ugh.
I can't imagine that's legal. There's got to be laws against that, but apparently nobody fucking knows. And there was like, you know, they have like the glory
This
hole
place
rooms
is
and
like an
so-
embassy. We got different laws here.
so the girls were like, "Oh, what's going on back there?" And the guy's like, "No, girls, you don't want to go back there." So I don't know what the fuck was happening, but that's the gist of my fucking trip. That shit was
Good.
dope, and I can't wait to do acid again.
That was pretty fun.
Wow.
Awesome experience.
You gotta come to the
How
gather.
the
Yeah,
fuck did
yo,
you
you
have a
gotta
good
come
time?
to the gather someday.
Dude,
You gotta come to
like,
the
all
gather
right, I
someday.
mean, so how I had a good time is that, like, when you take acid, it's like your understanding of the world just, like, expands. And despite all the fucking psychotic shit happening around me, I was just, like,
Totally
at
cool.
a
peace.
Zen master?
and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not religious in the slightest, but I know what people mean when they say they see God, like, after taking
yeah.
acid. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you feel this sense of like how everything is connected, whether or not